Alright, so one morning my dad's just lying on the couch and he realized it smelled like shit because he hadn't cleaned it or like not taken a shit on it for about 10 years now. So it was covered in his feces. So when he's like looking in the newspaper and he sees that there's a deal on couches at Sears where if you buy one you get one free. So he thought, well, I'll steal the first one. So he went up to Sears. I went with him because I was like, oh, we're buying a new couch. I was like, pick the color and whatnot. So when we get there, he's like, he steals the first one, puts it in the truck, and he runs back into the sale. He's like, I just bought a couch, I have another one. And the guy's like, oh, let me check the records. And they see that he didn't buy one. And the guy's like, sir, you seem to have stolen the couch and we need that back. We're going to call the police. My dad just looks at him for about 3 hours until the salesman's like, are you okay? He's like, I'm not okay! And the guy's like, you can't, I want a free couch! And starts screaming at the salesman like nonsense, like no one can understand it. I'm pretty sure it was ancient German, but I'm not that fluent in it. And at some point the salesman starts crying, but it's like blood and his eyes are turning really red and his head explodes. And Dad's just like looking at his body and he picks up his body and throws it on one of the couches and he just leaves him there. And then he goes and like kicks up another couch and he's like, well, let's take it anyway. So he starts like taking it out of the doors, but then like another salesman tries to stop him and he like goes on and he touches Dad and his hand just melts and the guy's like screaming and I turn on, what's wrong with you? So he takes out Chow, just slashes the guy's face up and all that's left is this huge gash across his entire face because Son's like that wide when Dad holds it and that's the blade of the knife. And the guy's just on the ground like trying to like cover his face with him, but he can't scream, he doesn't really have a mouth anymore. So then like the police show up because the first guy had called them about the missing couch. So they come in, they start like, because like Dad hates it when you point things at him, especially guns. So the police come in, they say like, put down the knife. And my dad's like just turns around and they have their guns pointed at him and he's just in a really quiet voice, he's like, shoot. So they shoot and one hit bullet like hits him in the chest, but like since he can absorb energy, when it hits him, it like starts glowing and this massive explosion like blows up the entire Sears, except for the couch he wanted, because he protected it with his like mind, because he's Dad. So anyway, I'm still waiting in the truck, and I just witnessed like this huge killing, and Dad comes back in a couch that's covered in blood and like police officer body parts. So when he loads it in the back of the truck and we're just driving normally, then the couch falls out of the truck, because he didn't tie it down because he's stupid. So anyway, the couch is like bouncing over the road and it smashes through the windshield on a Honda. And my dad's like, fuck! So he pulls over the side of the road and the Honda driver, it's like a older Asian lady. She was fine, right? But my dad like rips her out of the car. And he's like, what are you doing on my couch? And like, he's like, I was just driving, no English. And my dad's like, you don't speak English! So he's ripped out her jugular vein in her throat. And started like peeling away at her like skin, because like the couch was ripped from the glass, so we repaired the couch with like her skin and then tied it down in the truck with her intestines. So anyway, we're driving home with like this blood skin covered couch, and we finally get there. When we get into the house, my dad realizes it didn't match any of the other furniture, so he just puts it on the driveway and just sets it on fire.